It's this idea of taking what you're already seeing, already what is unique to you, not trying to make you see like someone else and take pictures like someone else and recognize moments the way someone else does, but be able to look at how someone else does that so naturally and take the essence of that and hone that from yourself. So in this case of, someone taking a stab at trying a new type of photography, we only put genres on something to be able to try to talk about it more clearly, which even that is so limited, right? So if you're taking a stab at documentary photography, but you find yourself, you just keep wanting to say, hey, and have that like eye contact in the lens, that doesn't mean that you can't say that you're a documentary photographer. And also it doesn't even matter. Like, let your impulses come out. Don't suppress for the sake of fitting yourself into a box, right? I say, for the sake of trying to have people understand what I do, I just say I do a hybrid type of photography. Like, yes, I tell you to ignore me and I'll like run around the room and hide behind trees and take photographs like that. But I'm also not going to stop myself from making a poignant photograph that I feel so deeply for. If I see a streak of light and I say, hey, how about you sit there? And then call out their name for a second and have them look and take the photo. So it's this willingness to try, this willingness to do whatever the fuck you want to do, because that's the gold. It's not looking around asking people like, okay, this is the type of photography I want to do. So what are the guidelines? Like, how do I do it this way? No, it's letting yourself be inspired and excited by what you're seeing, but still firmly hold the core of what you want.
Help Me See is a podcast that redefines the word vision through vulnerable and real conversations, my own private introspective ramblings about the things that I think about in the wee hours of the morning, and my deep core belief that your nothingness is your everything, and all you have to do is see. I'm Bianca Mora. I'm your host. I am an educator, a photographic artist, and I believe that your daily photo habit can be the key to unlocking the ability to be more present in your everyday life and live deeper into your intention and purpose. We're not about the small talk here. Grab your coffee, get cozy, and let's talk.
Before I hop into our juicy conversation, I wanted to let you know that I'm hosting a workshop, a free workshop called Presence Through Photography. And it's all about how your photographs can deepen your life experience. It's about powerful self-discovery through your daily photo habit. I'm literally combating the whole idea of it's gluttonous to take a photo. Why can't I just be in the moment? And telling you exactly why photographs and the art of taking a photo, even just a casual snapshot, can actually be a portal to dropping you deeper into a moment and even more so deeply into your life. So if you're interested in this and you want to join us live, or you want to get sent the replay link, head and go to my show notes and click the link and sign up there. I really hope to see you there. I am so stoked about it. All right, now on with the show. Welcome to another episode of Help Me See. Today on the podcast, I am a complete wreck. So I woke up this morning. My mom, my dear mother, has been visiting for 2 weeks. She leaves on Wednesday, and it's so sad. It went by so fast. But I also haven't been able to work the way I usually do. And I love my work. So this morning I was itching to get out to accomplish some things in the morning. And I'm about to head out and go see her and spend some time there. But I wanted to hop on and kind of give a little intro to what the podcast is today. This month in Nostalgia Now, the monthly theme is creation, to create and all the things that come with it. And I kind of went off on a little bit of a rant because I had seen a well-intentioned feedback post on a Facebook group, and I just felt so strongly that I wanted to speak to a wider audience about this topic. And it's all about how, especially in creative work, but also in the grander conversation of our lives and creating our lives, it could be really easy to look around and try to figure out how to do it based on other people who have, quote unquote, done it right. But at the end of the day, the most successful, the most important, the most critical thing that you could do is really get clear on listening to yourself and what it is that you want to do, and not squash that, and find ways to bring that to life in the purest way that you can. And doing that while you add to your skill set in whatever way that you see fit, seems to be a really wonderful combo. So with that, I will turn it over to this Instagram live that I did. Hello. Okay, something that pisses me off. I'm not pissed at anyone specifically, but it's just this innocent thing that happens. This post is for I guess specifically right now, photographers I'm talking about and to and with, but this really is such a metaphor for everything in life. So I was in a group, I just was scrolling through Facebook, and I'm in some family photography groups, and people post like looking for critique and improvement, notes and what have you, which is so great. And I love that community, and I love, when people are trying to help other people out. But what I see that happens is that in an effort to help someone, I think sometimes we don't realize that we're speaking from a place of constraint ourselves. For instance, this person had posted photos, and they were saying, oh, it's my first go at, XYZ type of photos. And, how is it? Any critique welcome. And some people were commenting, literally talking about how the reason why this isn't actually documentary, because there are people looking at the camera, and when I shoot, I have XYZ. And it's just such a critical thing that I feel compelled to say, that the more you're worried about fitting yourself into a box and doing something right, the more you're fucking up. Okay? I just have to say it as clear as day, because I have found that with my own work, the most important thing that I can do, and that I have been doing, is peeling the layers off of all of the shoulds. And this is the whole life part. This is not just photography. But why do you think when we're going through, or when someone gets so good at something, they seek a beginner's mindset? Is because when you learn more and more of how it's done, it gets stale and you get bored, and you're like, oh, how do I approach this with fresh eyes? So when someone is learning a craft and developing that, I feel that the best thing they could do is lean more into themselves. It's like, yes, of course, learning the technical things that'll help you take what you're doing and strengthen it, but not change the core of what you're doing. And that is another thing that I teach in my Manifest Your Memories course, in my membership. That's what I foster. It's this idea of taking what you're already seeing, what is unique to you, not trying to make you see like someone else and take pictures like someone else and recognize moments the way someone else does, but be able to look at how someone else does that so naturally and take the essence of that and hone that from yourself. So in this case of, someone taking a stab at trying a new type of photography, we only put genres on something to be able to try to talk about it more clearly, which even that is so limited, right? So if you're taking a stab at documentary photography, but you find yourself, you just keep wanting to say, hey, and have that like eye contact in the lens. That doesn't mean that you can't say that you're a documentary photographer. And also it doesn't even matter. Like, let your impulses come out. Don't suppress for the sake of fitting yourself into a box, right? I say, for the sake of trying to have people understand what I do, I just say I do a hybrid type of photography. Like, yes, I tell you to ignore me and I'll like run around the room and hide behind trees and take photographs like that. But I'm also not going to stop myself from making a poignant photograph that I feel so deeply for. If I see a streak of light and I say, hey, how about you sit there and then just do what you do. And then, call out their name for a second and have them look and take the photo. So it's this willingness to try, this willingness to do whatever the fuck you want to do, because that's the gold. It's not looking around asking people like, okay, this is the type of photography I want to do. So what are the guidelines? Like, how do I do it this way? No, it's letting yourself be inspired and excited by what you're seeing, but still firmly hold the core of what you want and listening to that voice inside you that's telling you what you want to capture during any given session. And how this also translates while you're in a session is to not be looking so specifically for a kind of photo. This is how we have, these trends of, whether it be whatever type of photography it is of people. Sometimes it can feel like the subjects, the people that are being photographed are just models in a template, in something that feels like very trendy and beautiful, so beautiful. But if that is not what these people the clients are wanting, if they're really wanting real life and photographs of themselves in that season, then I would suggest going into a session. Yes, of course, having, a few things that you want to try for comfort, knowing, okay, this is what I want to do at some point, but just keeping your eyes open to what is in front of you. Because when you're so busy trying to arrange something, you're not open to what is and seeing what is all there. And once again, this is, yes, we're talking about photographers here, but we're also talking about life and a life in front of all of us, photographer or not. And this is like my biggest passion point of conversation. It just so happened to be spurred this morning through seeing that well-intentioned feedback. But it's just so imperative that at the end of the day, instead of straying too far into what has technically succeeded for someone else, be more of you, do more of you, see more of you. No one saw a future like, what's his name? Oh my God, how am I forgetting his name? Apple. I'm sorry. Everyone's probably screaming. Steve Jobs. Anyone who did anything first and that's now the norm didn't let whatever came before them dictate what they were doing. So yes, if you're starting out with something and you're not satisfied with how it's looking, it's okay. But that's also a really good sign, because that means your vision for what you want to see is already progressing. You're already feeling that tension between what you're taking and what you want to see. So it's this delicate balance of both, of like, okay, I have a vision, but I'm also staying present to what is while seeking technical skill. I know it sounds like a lot, but the comforting part is it's already inside of you. It's just harnessing that and keeping holding of that while you learn your skills and add to your toolkit. Whew, okay. Just had to do the thing there. If you have any questions, if this spurred something in you that you'd like to talk about, like send me a voice note. I'd love to talk about it. I offer mentoring, I offer education, and I also offer photography for family sessions, and weddings and births and babies, the whole thing, just life. If you're living life, I want to talk about it and capture it and help empower you to capture it for yourself. Okay. That's it. Happy Monday. I'll see you guys. And also I'm hosting on Wednesday, I'm hosting a free live workshop all about how the camera is an instrument to help you see even without the camera. That's a Dorothea Lange quote. And it's all about presence through photography. You don't have to choose between taking the photo and being present to the moment, which is also what I'm talking about here. You can have both, you can do both. And actually your photo taking, your photo habit can actually be the portal to taking you deeper into experiencing and seeing your life. It's my favorite topic in the world. I cannot wait to talk about it. Sign up if you want to attend live and ask questions or get the link to the replay. I believe afterwards I'm going to be turning this into a paid workshop class. So if you want to get in for free, sign up at the link. Okay, now that's it. Have a good rest of your day.